New content. New content. Yes. Oh my goodness. Flight of the Stormcaller. I'm so pumped. I've heard that there's some, like, this is a fan favorite quest. Sorry, I just drank water really, really fast and now I have the hiccups. That's what I get for not remembering to hydrate throughout the quest. But yeah, Flight of the Stormcaller. We're gonna dig in. Oh my gosh, I am so happy that we're back to like adventure packs, because opening these packs is so much fun. Oh, you think this is the Glorfindel ally? Sick. Nice. Yes. No, you're totally fine. I want you to be excited, because if you're excited, then I'm excited. I'm about to see it in like 3 minutes, so there's that. I don't consider that a spoiler at all. Also, the game has been out for 10 years, so it's kind of hard to get mad at spoiler for something that's been out for 10 years. Oh my goodness, let's go. New cards. I was straight up not expecting to see Denethor in this though. That's kind of funny. So our hero is Denethor. I will get him held up to the cam here once I can make my fingers work. New cards. Alrighty, so Denethor, an 8 cost, 1/1/3/3, so normal stats for Denethor. Gondor Noble Steward. Set up, add 2 resource to Denethor's resource pool. That's kind of interesting. Action, move 1 resource from Denethor's resource pool to another Gondor hero's resource pool. Limit once per round. How interesting. Okay, so he starts with 3 resources, which is great. I mean, you can straight up play Sword That Was Broken turn 1 if you wanted to. Like that's a hype drop. But the 1/1/3/3 is a weird stat line to me, because I don't like the 3/3. I feel like 3 health is a little bit too scary for me to feel super comfortable blocking in today's scenarios. But he also has a 3 defense. We can pump that defense up too. Yeah, because we can actually just run like any tactics and throw like the shield on him and be fine, and just have him as a dedicated defender. And then just that jump start is really nice with the 2 resources, and then being able to pass out the resources. I like it. I think it's interesting. I think I like the other Denethor better, the core set Denethor, but cool, nice. Rod of the Steward. Okay, this may make me like him more. So attached to a Gondor hero, spend 2 resources from the attached hero resource pool to draw 1 card. Interesting. Okay, so the nice combo here is the fact that Steward of Gondor gives you the Gondor trait, and so you can. I think I messed with my camera, and that's why it's all tilted. But so since you have the Gondor trait, basically you can turn the 2 resources you get from Steward of Gondor into a card draw, which I don't think is a super efficient trade, but it's okay. I've talked myself out of that. I don't know if I like that. Yeah. In the service of the Steward. Okay, so this is all about the Steward. Attached to a character, attached character gains the Gondor trait. Interesting. Okay. Sure. Alrighty. Oh, we got another dwarf. I like dwarfs. 3 cost tactics dwarf, 0/3/2/2. That's a pretty solid stat line. 3 attack. After Azine Silverbeard participates in an attack that destroys an enemy, spend a tactics resource to deal 2 damage to another enemy that shares a trait with the destroyed enemy. Any player may trigger that response. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. So 1 tactics for 2 damage. I like that trade. That's a good trade. Yeah, because like, right, we can compare it to like quick strike. Now there's more like restrictions around this, so it's not a 2 for 2, but it's a 1 for 2, which is nice. You have to share a trait. This feels like a better multiplayer, but it's also like a 3 attack for 3. I like that. That's pretty nice. I need a boot camp. I need a boot camp in Lord of the Rings. Alrighty, we got Last Stand. Last Stand, response after a warrior character is destroyed while defending against an enemy attack. Deal damage to the attacking enemy equal to that character's printed attack. So like Azine Silverbeard is a warrior. I guess I warrior has not been something that I've been super cognizant of, making sure I knew who was a warrior and who wasn't a warrior. So that could be okay, I guess. I think this is the one that we're looking for, just Ray. Yeah, it is. Glorfindel. I also like the fact that he straight up has the same stats because his cost is 5 and his threat cost is 5. So that's actually really funny. So 5-3-3-1-4. Glorfindel can be played from your discard pile. Discard a card from your hand to ready Glorfindel. That's hype. That's so hype. That's really, really cool. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's awesome. Aizen works nice with Malblung Tactics Hero since he gets a resource when he engages enemy. Denethor helps move the resource system to help pay for those expenses. Oh, that's cool. Glorfindel with Elven Light is just obnoxious. Oh shoot. Oh, that's hype. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's fun. That's really, really cool. That's really, really cool because any way that you can discard Elven Light is a good card, right? Like, I mean, you want to have reasons to discard Elven Light. Glorfindel coming in, I mean, the 5 resource is an expensive play. And it's like whenever you afford 5, are you in a win more situation? Or if you actually, you know what? If you run like Monosphere, if you run Monosphere, then you can pay for him on turn 3 and you have attack. So he's your attacking. And yeah, Glorfindel's hype. Glorfindel's super cool. Yeah, because you can quest with them, then ready and attack. Oh, that's so cool. Nice. Tides of Fate. When a shadow card increases an enemy's attack by any amount, increase the defending character's defense by 3 for that attack. Okay. Then the players as a group may... This feels like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. There's so much text and so many like, if this, then that, but if it's Tuesday, you have to do this. Okay, so when a shadow card increases an enemy's attack by any amount, increase the defending character's defense by 3 for that attack. Then the players as a group may spend 2 tactics resources to ready the defending character and give it +3 attack for the phase. That's cool. That's really cool. It's definitely a scenario specific card, and like it basically cancels a shadow effect and then allows you to swing back, because most of the time when you're increasing attack, it's not by 3 or more. There are ones that can increase by like infinity, right? But that's interesting. It's very much a hang on to it until you need it. This is probably better of a multiplayer card, but it's an interesting card. And there are scenarios out there where this is going to be real important to get and have. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I like that. Oh, the Amalarchus Caregiver, Noldor Healer. This is a 2 cost 1/0/1. Discard a card from your hand to heal 1 damage on any character, limit twice per round. That's good. That's really good. I mean, everything is looked at through the lens of Elven Light now. And so anything that can get me more ways to discard cards, or I think at some point you get too much discard, but if you can get enough ways, if you can custom tailor the way that you want to be discarding your cards in order to fit the playstyle that you're using, then it's awesome. Once again, another Elven Light Glorfindel Sender. Yeah. It's great. Elven Light is really fun. Josh, Get Up in Game. That's his favorite like card and way to play. It's really fun. I think I like Sylvan. I really like Sylvan. Next up, we got Heed the Dream. Choose a player. That player searches the top 5 cards of his deck for a card and adds it to his hand and shuffles his deck. Then the players as a group may spend 3 leadership resources to have that player search his deck for another card and add it to his hand and shuffle their deck. There's a lot of cross resource payment here, right? Like this is, you spend tactics on a spirit card. This is, you spend leadership on a lore card. I guess it all kind of ties in with what Denethor wants to be doing and like passing resources out to different heroes, but that's cool. So player searches top 5 cards for a deck and adds it for a card and adds it to their hand. I mean, that's good, right? Like it's okay in solo. It's okay in solo. It's 4 resources for 2 cards. It can be nice if you like revolve around a specific strategy, right? Like if we can get Villia from this, then we're happy. I think this is really cool in multiplayer, right? Because if we choose a player that is not me and I play this, I spend 1 resource, I'm trading a card from my hand to their hand. And if I'm playing like a support style deck where I'm just trying to get them cards or they need specific cards, then yeah, that gets really interesting. I like it. Yeah, that's fun. Oh, we got a Guardian of Rivendell. This is a 3-cost basic card, a 1/2/3/3. That's a solid stat line. As an additional cost to play Guardian of Rivendell from your hand, you must discard 2 cards from your hand. Okay. The 3/3 is decent. A 3/3 is decent. That's Denethor's stat line, right? I mean, like, you're getting the same of like defensive efficiency out of this Guardian of Rivendell. Now I really want to play. What is that hero that? What's the hero that you draw cards and discard cards every turn? I feel like that just feels really fun now that we have a lot more of these cards where you have to discard cards to pay for things. That's awesome. That's really interesting. Then we got Vanish from Sight. This is a 0-cost card. Play only if you control 2 or fewer heroes. Interesting. Till the end of your phase, if your threat is higher than 20, treat your threat as if it was 20. That feels so situational. It's interesting, I guess. I don't see myself ever playing that. I don't see myself. I mean, like there are games where I will continue on if I have lost a hero, but there are not games that I'm going to continue on. There are not games where I plan to lose a hero so that I run this card. Really cool pack. Glorfindel's hype. The Caregiver is really cool. I really like the Guardian of Rivendell. That's a very solid defensive option that can come in basic, which is great. Run this alongside Lore with a ton of card draw, and like that cost is pretty decent. Or just run it with Elven Light. Heck. Yeah. I like Denethor. Denethor is interesting. He feels like one of those characters that I'm going to have fun with playing, but he's not going to probably make it into any like high tier, S tier decks. He feels like he's going to be a really fun multiplayer hero. That's where I think Denethor is going to thrive for me. All in all, really cool stuff. I don't know what next week's stream schedule looks like. I see the appeal that the card in a Hobbit deck where your threat went up too high to take advantage of engaging things with a threat higher than yours. But you have to control 2 heroes. Like you can't have 3 heroes. That's the problem, right? Maybe there are contracts out there. And I don't know anything about contracts really, but maybe there are contracts out there. What about a kidnapped hero? Like in the that's actually that's a cool one. That's cool. Yeah, Run like for Escape from Dol Guldur. Ooh, Dol Guldur. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. Next week's stream, or I guess like I'm streaming tomorrow. I'm streaming Marvel Champions in 11 hours. So we're gonna be doing. I think I'm gonna be doing the next challenge from the Alter Ego Chronicle. I think we're gonna be starting that and doing some of the Astrodar solo challenge 2. I don't quite remember what they're calling it. Very situational, but the Dol Guldur scenario is enough to auto include. Yeah, yeah. So we're going to be playing some Marvel tomorrow. This weekend, I am going to be in Minnesota at the Star Wars Unlimited celebration. So I'm going to be doing content there. I'm not live streaming, but the Fantasy Flight live stream is going on all day. So you could see me there. I don't exactly know how that's going to work, but I will be doing content from there. So expect content coming from that stream. and I get back super late on Sunday. So I don't think I'm going to be streaming on Monday. And then I have plans the later half of that week. So we're going to do some champions. I'm hoping that I can fit in a Lord of the Rings, but just make sure that you check the YouTube schedule. And actually I realized I can post it on Twitch now. So I may post it on Twitch, but make sure you check that to get a final answer of what's happening next week and if we get to take on Flight of the Stormcaller next week. Anyways, I appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out. It's been 4 hours. It's been hype. It's been great. This has been a good one. Yeah. I'll see you all around. See you tomorrow. Peace.